right at the 30-yard line. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
13 next. Tell us up.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Look at this Baltimore defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
Now Geno. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. Off of play action, here's Smith. That completes it again to Metcalf. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown.
Well, just about an ideal start to this one offensively, because on the road, you want to make sure you quiet the home crowd early. And how do they do it? Nice march to start things off, let the run game find its footing early. That drive certainly checked a lot of boxes, and they finished it off with a touchdown run.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 22. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Oh, some strong running. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one 28 yards on the ground. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They've got a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, the Ravens at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll try to run for him with Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league that's told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Yeah, he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this 1st quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw is Jackson. He drops this one off underneath here for Hill. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can make...
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Back to Walker on first down. To the 43, second down.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Walker.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
This one caught by Isabella. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam, because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good pickup there at 22.
13 next.
To the air again, Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
That's good for a Baltimore Ravens.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Mario Edwards flies in to blow that play up. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. On the return, Jackson. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. And he'll be taken down at the 18. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing now is Geno. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Smith on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Ready. No ball, no ball.
After the interception, here's Smith. Looking deep downfield. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
2nd and 10, Smith again. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start the second half with Hill. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. And he goes out right around the 39. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Smith. He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Steps away. And this will be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
That ball complete to Isabella. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
13.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Lamar changing the play. Another run here with Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Dobbins running out of the gun.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Seahawks.
Now it's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Julian Love. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Jason Myers can kick off for Seattle.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now Jackson, that's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll go with Hill here on 1st down.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
That's another Baltimore 1st down.
So the false start will back them up 5.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15.
Yo.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And some space here.
Still on his feet.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback, no return from Isabella.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they put in a lot of backups to do it, and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
Here we go.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And quickly they get to the line. Smith on 3rd down. This is Fant on the short completion. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now Geno on 1st down. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Myers connects on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
14. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.